After the last video, I hope you understand what is possible in negotiating the payment term with the suppliers. And today, we will have a look at a few more payment methods. Number 1. PayPal. Everyone knows about PayPal. It's an easy, fast, and convenient way to send and receive money. For small and medium transactions, PayPal works great, but it charges a lot of fees, around 3.4 to 4.4% of the transferring amount. So it would be very expensive for large transactions, and many Chinese suppliers may not accept PayPal transactions because only 50,000 US dollars can be withdrawn and exchanged to the Chinese residential bank account every year, and not every Chinese can manage using it. So it's recommended to make a small amount of transfer by PayPal. Number 2. Western Union and MoneyGram. Western Union and MoneyGram are two methods that are frequently used in the international trade as well. Those two methods are easy if you can find a counter nearby your living area. However, they are not recommended when you're starting a new relationship with the supplier. They do realize instant transfer, but they only ask for a very simple beneficiary information, which makes it difficult to track and refund. So from our opinion, same as PayPal, they are good to make a transfer of small amount of payment. Number 3. Letter of credit. Unlike wire transfer, letter of credit is a much more secure payment method. The supplier needs to fulfill the buyer's requirements before the payment is released. And in most cases, the down payment is not required under letter of credit, but there are suppliers asking for a small amount of deposit to elicit the order as well. So under which conditions the payment should be released when paying by letter of credit? It's entirely up to the negotiation between the buyer and the seller. Normally, the conditions from the buyer are meant to require the delivery time by asking the bill of lading issued on or before a certain date to avoid delays, and an approved quality inspection report to avoid shipment of defective items. And letter of credit will generate costs when you want to make changes of the letter. It seems to be very complicated if you don't have an expert involved. That's also why many suppliers don't want to trouble using letter of credit when the order amount is not attractive. Number 4. Alibaba Trade Assurance. If letter of credit is complicated for you at the moment and you're sourcing from Alibaba.com, then Alibaba Trade Assurance could be considered. Under Alibaba Trade Assurance, the money is only released when the supplier fulfills the complete order on time and the products match the quality specifications and requirements as stated in the invoice. For more information about Alibaba Trade Assurance, here's an introduction video.
We protect our buyers with Trade Assurance, which is Alibaba.com's built-in order protection you can trust. You can purchase with confidence, knowing Trade Assurance helps to provide protection in the event that product quality, order quantity, or shipment date vary from what you agreed to with your supplier. While the majority of purchases on Alibaba.com are fulfilled without issue, occasionally the unexpected can happen. That's when Trade Assurance can offer you assistance, including getting your money back. So how do you use Trade Assurance? First, look for and only work with Trade Assurance suppliers. You can easily find them by looking for the Trade Assurance symbol. Second, make sure you pay online via Alibaba.com's secure payment platform. Alibaba.com supports many popular payment options, including credit cards, online bank transfers, wire transfers, and more. Keep in mind that Trade Assurance cannot protect you if you make payments to suppliers privately offline. If there is an issue with your order, file a dispute immediately, and Alibaba.com will help investigate, mediate, and resolve your claim, plus reimburse you when appropriate. For the best protection in a dispute, keep your supplier communication on our secure messaging platform. Work with Trade Assurance suppliers and place your orders online on Alibaba.com and enjoy peace of mind knowing your purchases are protected. Join more than 1 million buyers who have purchased on Alibaba.com with confidence, knowing they're protected with Trade Assurance.
Number 5. Credit payment term. The credit payment term is the most ideal one for the buyers, but very hard to achieve. It is open account, OA in short. You can simply understand it as the credit payment term. To be specific, there are OA 30 days, OA 60 days, and OA 90 days, etc., which means that you can pay the balance 30 to 90 days after the shipping. This payment term is based on the credit status of the buyer's company and the relationship between the relevant parties. And under credit payment term, a trade insurance company will usually be involved as well. After all of those, you may find it confusing. It's time for us to put them together. I made this table for you. I believe that PayPal, Western Union, and MoneyGram are good for sample cost or a small amount of instant transfer, for example, less than $500. Wire transfer is official and frequently used for large and small amount of transfer, and TransferWise is one of the popular online money transfer services. If you don't want to go to the bank, TransferWise is a great option. And if you have trust issues with the supplier, letter of credit is always the most secure method. And if the supplier is from Alibaba.com, Alibaba Trade Assurance can offer you assistance like letter of credit. And OA credit payment term is a totally different thing. I think only large and reputed companies with great credits can enjoy this term. This is all just for your information about what is possible, and frankly speaking, it all depends on the order volume and sometimes the relationship matters. If you want to ask me what is the best payment term and transfer method, I cannot give you a confirmed answer. It really depends. The fact is that factories need cash, and they're used to invest most of their profit into the business, and they have to pay their suppliers, their staffs, and other expenses. And you may know that China has huge trust issues. Suppliers here spend a lot of time chasing payment from the local buyers, not to mention the payment from an international buyer. So they tend to be very conservative on the payment term. Generally speaking, the more you order from the same supplier, the more you pay the invoices on time, and the more likely the supplier will extend the favorable terms. That's all about making a payment. Hope you find this information helpful. If you want to check the supplier's company information yourself when you are selecting the supplier or making an initial payment, it's all coming in the next video. Thanks for watching. See you soon.